Namaste, everyone. This is going to be our yin flow for this week, and a lot has been happening. At the beginning of the week, we noticed the Hamas invading and terrorizing Israelis. And now Israel has proclaimed war. And already people are taking sides and things are getting divisive and things are getting so freaking politicized again. And honestly, I'm waking up mad about it. I'm not going to deny my feelings. I'm just pissed off. Like, we went through this global pandemic and it seemed like people were coming together. And then we have this disruption. This notable distraction, this horrifying events taking place. And honestly, no, it's just hard. It's just hard to hear, to see, to imagine. And last night I was having a talk with my son, who's 16, who was telling me, he was like, Mom, I know it's not your fault, but so much has happened in such a short period of time. He said, I really did not get middle school. We had to go online, 7th grade, and then he went all 8th grade online. And then we moved and he started a brand new high school, and he wasn't able to be with the friends from 7th grade to even say goodbye. Luckily, there's things like social media where kids can reconnect, but at that age and that time being so fragile anyway, he's lost a lot of those connections, and it broke my heart. Broke my heart to hear it. So today I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of mad at what's happened. And I love yin because yin can help us to release emotions like anger. It can help us to release whatever we're feeling. It can help us to release old things that are stuck inside of us. I don't know. I don't have much to say today other than I don't have much of a Dharma talk. I don't have a lot of inspiration for you right now. I just feel like, let's just move. Let's just breathe. And let's work into our hips, because the hips are the place that rules relations. The hips are the place where we can discover whether or not we're adaptable to change. The lesson of the second chakra, or the area of the hips, is to be able to surrender, release, and let go, because we know that we're not always in control. There is dualism and polarity that lies within the second chakra. And the idea is to still maintain one's own abode, one's seat, one's stableness within oneself. So that's what I want us to return to, how we can be stable in ourself. How can we neutralize our emotions? Because look at that second sutra, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga helps to minimize all the fluctuations of the mind that take us here, there, and everywhere. Yoga is helping to reduce the agitations of the body, because as stress and tension gets trapped and held in the body, it can calcify and turn into pain. So we're trying to release that before it gets to the pain body. And then, of course, it helps to neutralize any emotions. And since I'm feeling emotional today, and that eclipse is within 2 days from now, so a lot of this could be brought on by the eclipse, because the eclipse season is about sudden changes, epiphanies, revelations, sudden endings, shockings, sudden information, sudden changes that occur in life. And that's what's upon us right now in this eclipse season. So I'm going to start mumbling and we're going to start sitting on a bolster, please. Find your seats and sit up nice and tall, hands on the lap, eyes closed. Begin your medicinal breath work. Increasing but also elongating the inhale and exhale. The breath is vital for living and vital to this practice. And if all we did was sit and breathe this entire hour, this could help to transmute the energy and help to cultivate some inner peace. But we are going to move. So on your next inhalation, circle the arms up overhead. Place your palms together over your crown with your elbows bent. We're going to do Parvatasana, seated mountain pose with breath work. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Zip up through your midriff. Use that Uddiyana Bandha to trap and hold the energy at the heart. And then exhale, release. Let the breath go. Another inhale through the nose. Draw it in and up, hold and retain at the top. And now release. One more deep breath in. Pause. And exhale. Bring the hands now in front of your heart. Lace your fingers together, extend your wrist out in front of you, and then lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, lean across to one side, making Chandrasana your crescent moon shape. Breathe into your side body, and then push up and down through the heel of your hands. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, take it to the opposite side. Again, lengthen. Hold and breathe. Inhale, draw yourself back up through center. And then exhale, you're going to circle the arms behind your back. And just hold a wrist or your forearms, please. Noticing which arm is at the bottom. Let the shoulders hang down the back. And then as you exhale, bow your head, chin to chest. Inhale, roll the head to one shoulder. Exhale, drop it down and sweep to the other. Inhale, back up to the top. And then swap the arms behind your back. Lift up through your chest. Exhale, bow your head. Inhale, roll to one shoulder. Exhale, roll it across to the other. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, let's release the hands back to the heart. All right, we're going to go ahead and come away from our seat. We're going to get up to stand and move to the top of your mat and really ground your feet. And when you ground your feet, stack your leg bones. Draw the navel in and up. Join your hands to the salutation seal. Standing with attention. Standing with your palms united as one. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms to your sides and up to frame the face. Exhale, bring your hands together, hinge halfway down, separate the hands once there. So your wrists are at the hip crease or upper thighs. Your shoulders draw back, the neck elongates. Keep breathing here. And then on the out breath, slide your hands below the knees to your shins, but then inhale, push down through your palms, straighten out through your arms, lift your head and your heart. So a little micro back bend before exhaling, rolling down to Uttanasana. Now we've had the legs active here, but we're going to move more into the yin positioning, which means bending the knees and just letting the upper body fall like a rag doll. It's okay if you want to wiggle the shoulders, nod your head, or form stillness. Each and every out breath, notice how you melt down more. As we're opening up the backside of the body, just consider how some say we tend to pack the past onto our backs, wearing that weight like a heavy backpack. But some traditions in the East say that we hold the past in our hamstrings or in our calf muscles. And it makes sense, it's up the area behind us. So spill down, emphasize your exhalations, and think about shedding a layer, an emotion, an old idea, or something from your past away, like a snake shedding its skin. All right, inhale. We're going to step back to our plank position. Streamline shoulders, elbows, wrists. Pluck your thighs up towards the sky. Draw your head forward. Build some bone strength here. Rock forward with your feet. Crank into your arms. Drop and hover to Chaturanga Dandasana, the four-limb staff pose, and land your knees. Lift your hips and pelvis off the floor to up dog. Exhale, roll back over your toes to downward facing dog. Let your head release between the arms so the neck is more neutral. Look at that separation between your feet. Close the gap just a little bit because we're going to inhale, lift the left leg up. As you exhale, swing that foot through to the top of the mat where your knee lunges, but it doesn't surpass the ankle. Go ahead and dip down to your back knee, untuck your back foot. You can flip your hands open. You can release your weight over the knee and bow your head. Soften your mouth and jaw. Notice where you're receiving the concentration. The hip flexor on this front leg, the hip extensors on the back leg. You always pat your back knee if you need more comfort. You can always lift the head up if it's not good for your neck. You can always move into the active form of the pose if you're not wanting to sink or saturate the joints. Now we're going to stick to the dragon series here, which means we're going to lift the head up, bring the left hand around to the inside of the left foot, heel toe the left foot over to the edge. You can be stacked on palms, fists. You can even bring a prop in, blocks or bolster to stack your forearms on top of. At first, you're standing on the sole of the foot, so the left knee's kind of drawn in towards your side body. Hello, Paris. And then we're going to roll to the knife edge side of the foot, meaning we're peeling the big toe mound and the inner heel off the floor, letting that knee wing out to the side. Focus on your breath, creating some inner calm, releasing any anger or emotions that may have been starting to swell inside of you. Remember, Gandhi said to be the change you want to see in the world. So if we want more peace, we need to cultivate peace. We need to be an instrument of peace. We need to discover peaceful means of communication, actions. All right, we're gonna step back onto the hands, heel toe that left foot back in front to frame it. Curl the back toes under, step back to downward facing dog. Now from here, we're gonna stay on this side actually. We're gonna inhale, lift the left leg halfway up. Eka para Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then as you exhale, you're gonna swing that leg through just behind the hands and slide the right leg back. And you can always flip to your back, cross the left ankle over the right knee. You can stack props in front of you to lean on, like so. Or you can be more solo, coming down to arms or prayer hands or the brow. Let go of resistance. Let go of the next thoughts passing through your mind. Let go of anything that you need to do later today. Just appreciate being here. In your safe space. On the safety of your mat. Your body. With me right now. Exhale, let's slowly begin to back away. Stacking the hands shoulder distance apart, curling the back toes under, and we're moving into downward facing dog. It may take a little bit because we were in the hips for a little while. On your next in-breath, let's rock forward to plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. All right, we're going to take that sequence to the other side. So we need to make sure the distance between the big toes is slimmed up just a couple inches. And then fly the right leg back behind you. Swing that foot forward between the hands or give yourself a little bit of help there. And then let's lower the back knee, untuck the back toes, flip the hands open or stack to fist, bow your head. One of our dragon poses. We're doing another. Let's go ahead and transfer. Right hand to the inside heel toe, the right foot over towards the edge. And you can stay stacked on your arms. You can stack on a prop or down completely to your forearms. See what's manageable, both physically, always noticing when you're moving deeper into a pose how it affects your breath. Because sometimes maybe we need to back up. We want to breathe well wherever we are, ever we dwell in the pose. And start to wing the knee open. External rotation now on the front side. Working with that iliopsoas on the back side. When I say backside in this pose, I don't literally mean the backside, I meant the back leg. Just to make that clear. Side back on the hands. Heel toe that right foot around. Curl the back toes under. Reestablish. Downward facing dog. May take a moment. And then inhale, the right leg's gonna lift again. And then we'll swing that shin behind the hands. Again, that good alternative is lowering to your back, right ankle over the left knee. But you can also spill down here if you're not having any issues. Everything is fairly accepting. Move to your edge. Marinate here for a while. Stay a little bit longer. Maybe express a longer out breath. Inhale, let's climb up. Stack the palms, curl the back toes, transition to downward facing dog. Sometimes when we hold those hip openers, we feel a little stiff coming out, but that actually will bring us more mobility later. All right, inhale, let's come forward, plank. Rock forward, lower down, 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 and separate your feet. Bring the forearms out in front. Now you can do a hybrid blend. That's what we're doing here. The lower body separated, relaxed. The upper body is more active. So you can push down to the forearms and fly up with your heart. Or you can create it to be all yin by shrinking down towards the shoulders, bowing your head down, and maybe even leaning your head off to one side or the other. To experiment here. To notice what you need in your neck. Now, if you've been hanging your head to one side, maybe track it over to the other. And if there's not as much needed here, you can always go back to the first. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, slide the feet close together and then slide your elbows and roll towards your chest. Slip your hands underneath your shoulders to push up through table. Walk your hands back towards your knees at the same time. Separate your thighs wide, and we're going to do shoelace arms. We're flipping the hands open, and then we're going to thread them under and bow forward. Now, if your head hovers and it doesn't hurt your neck, that's fine. If you want a bolster, blanket, something underneath your brow, tuck it up underneath. Some of you might be able to land to the forehead. There's no right or wrong with that. meant to suggest if 2 is too much, you can always just thread 1, which would be a single shoelace. Since we've been doing both, let's go ahead and come up. And then you swap the hands and glide them through, roll back down. Feel the difference. One side might not mold quite as easily. One side may feel quite awkward. They'll slowly come up. You're gonna bring your thighs together, slide your arms forward, rock at hands and knees, and send your left leg over to the left side, plant the foot, take stargazer, and we're gonna flow. So here we're gonna exhale, thread the arm under the right, look to the right. Inhale, stargazer. Exhale, loop under. Inhale, last twist on this side. Bring the hand down. Push back. Hold and breathe here. Inhale, rock up. Lower the left knee table. Send your right leg over to the right. Stargazer as you spin in that direction. Exhale, thread and loop under. Look to the left. Inhale, stargazer. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand. Take a breath in. Exhale, rock back. With the right leg extended to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right knee down. We're going to take the hands, cup a hold of the heels, scoop the belly in, stack onto the top of your head with the rounded upper back. Sasangasana hair pose. And lower your seat. Lift your head. Curl your toes under. And then not my favorite pose. In fact, I probably despise this pose. I used to have this teacher taught at the studio that must have loved this pose because every time I took a class from her, she would have us in this pose, and I swear she would want us to hold it like 5 minutes. And it would make me angry to hold it that long. So I promise you we're not gonna hold it that long. Come forward, tap the top of your feet. And then something better. We're gonna roll to our backs, cup a hold of the knees. Isn't this better? We're gonna splay the arms out, let the knees roll left. We are helping to lubricate the spinal disc, that soft, spongy tissue in between each vertebra. The twist also helps to open up room and space for the nerve roots that travel down the spine. As well as aiding our digestion from what we are processing, whether it's food or life experiences. Inhale, knees through the middle. Exhale, let them roll to the right. Now roll back through center. Grab the knees again. And as you're here, I want you to just listen to your body a moment. When you ask yourself the question, what pose you want to be in for Shavasana? And whatever your mind thinks, you need to experiment to see how it feels. You may want a bolster under your legs. You may want it under your spine. You may want to prop your legs on furniture or lay in the traditional corpse pose or in the yin corpse pose with the arms overhead. Set up now. And then be mindful that you want to stay watchful or observant of one thing. Maybe that's finding something physical with your body. Maybe it's just noticing your tongue or your right knee. Could be anything. So when your mind starts to ramble and roam, you can say, oh, yeah, let me check in with that right knee, tongue, or whatever you choose. You can be observant of your breath, or even repeat something positive, a word or a phrase. Your mind. If you need a longer shavasana, please pause the video. Otherwise, go ahead and draw the knees in, wrap your arms around, roll to one side of your body, come up to take a seat, come up to sit, close your eyes and assess to see how you feel now. I hope you've neutralized your mind, helped your body feel better. You've calmed some of your emotions. And know that it's helped me, and I hope that it's helped you. Let's continue to stay real, and let's continue to practice and to live out our yoga. Om peace, peace, peace. we have peace from anything out of our control, anything imposed upon us by another, or any internal stressors of our own.